Oh man, I gotta make this whole thing again. I'm not gonna be able to do it. The guy Negan was just popping off in chat here. They've been the witchy people telling me that I was King David in a past life. And Negan means psalm. Sorry, Negan means song in Hebrew. Hey. So this guy just went crazy in chat, and it was only him talking for a while. I scrolled past. I thought I was recording, but I had no volume. But anyway, this is their gang stalking. This is what they do. You're a government that did 9/11 COVID, bioterrorism, fakes all news, writes gang stalk music song. CIA spends money telling telling you how the FBI and the CIA work, and like they spend money in Hollywood. If they were telling you the truth, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we're injecting this guy with neurotoxins. The demons that rule our brain tell us that it won't, it doesn't seem to affect us. We just let demons think for us all day long, and we feel perfectly fine." They need to disconnect your brain right here. It seems. I mean, this is my personal experiences with the torture. It's where they went with the pre-torture analogy of Neo with the head drilled in, because that seems to be where the demonic stuff gets in. Is what I'm learning from torture experience. So anyway, they need to hollow out your brain, carve it off right here so you can't think, feel. Hollow out your frontal cortex so you have no compassion, so you can only feel pain, so you'd be angry all day. That's why they spray this guy with neurotoxins. That's why they inject babies with neurotoxins. That's why they wage false flag wars to make everyone angry. They do very bad things all day long. And then they come in here and gang stalk me all day. This is all day for 16 years, just running their gang stalk mindfuck torture. Again, I was trying to say like how their multifaceted attack came with like all at once. Like this is why I believe this shit when they tell me that I was King David, because media came for me, because news came for me. Like they give me personalized gang stalk news. The fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene, whatever. When they put egg on her face, they put egg in my face too. With the it was like a bomb crossed the border, and I had just been watching the Tudors, right? And like the third to last episode of the Tudors, someone gives the woman accused of witchcraft a little like leather satchel, right? I just sold the bag, and this doesn't look kind of. Oh well. Anyway, if you watch it and you look at that news story, it's the same exact like little leather pouch. In the TV show, the leather pouch has an explosive in it, right? So they give it to a witch, so when she gets burned at the stake, she blows up and she doesn't suffer horrifically, which doesn't seem to make a lot of sense because she was wearing it around her neck, and I think she's still. Anyway, it was like 2 days after I watched that. I know this is crazy, but I get this stuff all the time. 2 days after I watched that, and they fake all news. So that bomb was in the like something that looked just like that was in the fake news. And they rug pulled what's her name, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Is that her name? I forget. I don't pay attention to politics anymore. I discovered they're all Nazis, but or most of them. But anyway, so they they rug pulled her because they had her, reading the story aloud. Oh yeah, they were coming across the border with explosives, and then it turned out that it was a bag of sand. So it was like the triple word score gang stalk of like, I just watched the Tudors and they love to like attack me with news. We are watching, we are all powerful, we are gods, that's their learned helplessness thing that they do in their torture technique. Just make you feel completely isolated, completely helpless, and they do their weird like gang stalking coincidence attacks because only the victim notices, and everybody notices coincidences all the time. So when they do it 20 times a day to you, you tell somebody, "Ah, you're crazy. This coincidences just happened again." Like I have the street corner by me. It's around. I've gone counted 4 separate times, and it's around 1 in 50 cars out here has a vanity plate. But the corner that I walk by the intersection that I walk by every day, it's like a 1 in 2 chance that there's gonna be a vanity plate there with like, something from my day or something gang stalk torture. Whatchamacallit. But oh yeah, and it was 8 out of 10 times leaving Stop and Shop that I pulled. The first car when I pulled out had a vanity plate. The odds of that happening 8 out of 10 times are 1 in 900 billion. Like, I'm not exaggerating. That's exactly. I've always been terrible at probabilities, but that's ChatGPT's answer. 900 billion. So there's a 899,999,999 chance out of 900 billion chance that I'm not crazy, and then there's a 1 in 900 billion chance that I'm crazy, and that was just a coincidence. But it was 5 times in a row that they did. Then I started recording, and then they stopped, and then I stopped recording, and then they started again. So it was 8 out of 10 times in a row leaving Stop and Shop that pulled out behind a vanity plate. It was like the week that I started watching, like I never watched anything chess. I had no interest in chess really, but I started randomly watching YouTube videos about chess. And then that week, I mean, like, like the next gang stalking license plate was somebody with checkers as a license plate. Checkers is like a chessboard, and ha ha ha. And, oh, you're just crazy. They would never, people who steal trillions of dollars would never do such a thing. Like the mafia can hire hitmen for like $1,000. What can your government that gets to play with, the U.S. government, like multi-trillion dollars, all of NATO? They've got all of NATO involved in this, like just a veil of silence around all their false flags. Again, there were only 3 countries that broke ranks with the COVID stuff and refused to follow the COVID mandates, and all 3 of those countries had a dead leader in the next year. Like, they've literally taken over the planet. They literally control all governments. They're literally Nazis. They're literally killing babies every day on purpose, knowing that they're killing babies. They're not confused about vaccination science. Like, they know perfectly well that they're poisoning babies on purpose. They're not confused about the chemtrails in the sky. Oh, it's just to fight global climate change. No, it's not. That's their excuse. They made up climate change as an excuse to change the sky into gas chambers so that they could get away with neurotoxin poisoning everybody every day. It just makes you a little dumber, a little slower, a little more easily agitated, a little less capable of like figuring out their crimes and God's more easily. Anybody who's over like 40 years old, 50 years old, could you imagine like a countrywide movement that boys need to chop off their penises, like passing through? Like people just used to have way more common sense, so they've been cooking everyone's brains with their neurotoxins. They got aluminum in them, which is super deadly for your nervous system, super deadly for your brain. Apparently barium and strontium, which apparently I'm assuming they use that as a radar hack, like, so like just coats everyone in a little radioactive dust, so it makes it easier for them to monitor where we're going all day long. Again, with this shit, like their nature tells, because like rapes go unsolved, but they're tracking every single person. Like, he's here, like, oh, a rape happened in that alleyway. Well, at 4 o'clock there were 2 figures in that alleyway, and one was left laying on the ground and the other ran out that way, like so they don't, and it's disgusting to even suggest to use it to like better, as disgusting as it is, like better a few crimes go on than a global Nazi state exists where they think that like computer monitoring of people is something to do with freedom or something to do with life. Anyway, this is where I find myself. Like, they think I know something, or it's just like they told me everything I know, and I always like, hey, why don't you ask your guys that like you had writing special? Like, I figured this out post attack. Like, why don't you ask your guys that you had special songs? They were singing special songs at me when I was 14 years old, They were singing special songs to me. Like, why aren't you asking your guys? You guys seem to know everything. Like, why do you want to know something from me? I literally don't know anything. I just learn as I go, and I learn that you guys are Nazis. I grew up super proud of, that slavery was not a thing, and super proud that America was great in World War II, and like believed in all the good shit. And then turns out, like, that's just the stories they tell. There's a lot of insidious evil. I'm sure it was a much smaller cult, 100 years ago, but now they've got so much money to buy people. Like, nobody's gonna join this sort of evil on average unless they have tons of money. Now they have tons of money. Now they can just pay anybody they want. Now they can run their giant sex cults and their global bioterrorism and all that shit and get away with it. And I can't fathom the human emotion. Like, I'm just forced to think of these things in religious terms because that's how it came at me, and I've got no handle on any of that. But like obviously, there's demons running around. Like, they just want to hurt people. But this shit that they do is insane. So anyway, this is why I hold my tongue so much in life, because I don't like to be unpleasant. I don't like to be. Usually nobody cares about my opinion anyway, but all these things, all these insane things, like, I used to just think they're idiots. I used to just think, oh, you guys are still doing that war stuff? Like, don't you know that's wrong? I didn't know I had some kind of crazy warlord history. Nobody told me anything. But these guys are, I don't know. Anyway, but this is where I get the gang stalking, though, every day. Every fucking day. Hey, I'm sure these are normal people talking now, but that Negan guy was blowing up chat. And that's the psycho mindfuck torture. Like, when they first hit me with, like, I had no idea what the word meant, but I'm watching The Walking Dead and being mind controlled, tortured by the CIA, and I'm like, oh god, is this what you're saying about me? Is this why I'm a terrible person? And fucking, hey, it was, I don't know, hopefully the insanity goes away, but they've cooked my brain, they've hollowed my brain out. I don't enjoy anything anymore. They've given me a chemical electric lobotomy. Hey, it's just what they do, I guess. Hey. So anyway, this is the all-day gang stalking. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to. They fake all news, like literally all news. They fake news topically, so it's like, like Trump says they're eating dogs and cats, and the next day they have someone fake a news story of a woman eating dogs and cats in the streets. It's just like, oh my god, Trump is so right. They do the opposite when they want to destroy somebody. So like Hillary, 1 month before Hillary lost, they did a fake terror attack in Chelsea, New York, and Hillary Clinton gets the message because she knows her club fakes all news. So they do a bomb in Chelsea, New York, and Chelsea's their daughter's name. Like, she understands the message. Hey, this is how your government works. This is the Nazi cabal that is, and I got no answers, like religiously or otherwise. I just accusing them of, they need the scapegoats. In my video, they got muted. Like, I really have, aside from like not cheating, not lying, not being, being honest, like, I don't know what, I got no handle on any of these things, but these guys are, like, just do everything exactly wrong, or anything evil they could get away with, they do. Again, 9,000 babies a day. They poison on purpose, knowing that. There's a news article today about, RFK, Trump set to release tell us the cause of autism in September. Like, so they know the cause of autism. It's happening every day. And then in September, they're going to tell us. So if it's vaccinations, that's 9,000 kids they're poisoning a day. They're not going to say it's vaccinations. It's a giant cash cow, and that's the actual cause of it. So they wouldn't want to stop that, right? They want cooked brains. They want dumbed down, emotionless, easily agitated people. I can't put my thoughts together, but that's about the sum of it. They want their psycho bioterrorist angry people all day long. And that's what they did COVID to mass 5G EMF poisoning so that they could use AI to decode your thoughts so that they could later, implant thoughts into you, control you completely. This is what psychopaths always do. I guess psychopathy comes with actual demon possession or actual evil, and it just goes hand in hand. But they've taken over NATO. They've taken over. I don't know. They've taken over NATO. They've taken over all media, all major media, even the smaller outlets like Vice and stuff run there. There was really, I don't want to cast aspersions on anybody, but there was a really not good conspiracy theorists that they interviewed. They do their news myopically. They do their news as target painting. So oh, that's what the conspiracy theorists look like. They would never in a million years interview somebody like the guy who had the YouTube channel How I See the World, or they would never interview the guy who had the YouTube channel PK Truth. Even Russian vids who's cracked out and they got him believing flat earth, but he was exposing a lot of their stuff with hard evidence. They would never show someone like that on the news exposing them. They would never have a fair, balanced debate. It's always they found Vice News found a real cracked out of his mind conspiracy theorist and did an interview with him, and this is how they get away with you. They condition you to think something, lying all day, and then they know that people just go along with it. I was watching the news lately, with the roundup of the homeless people, calling the National Guard on homeless people. So anyway, I don't know. It seems demonic, right? Because it's the opposite of good. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Calling the National Guard on homeless people. I don't know. Anyway, my brain is just omega fried again. Year 16 of torture. Year 16 of mind control, torture, and demon possession, and literally past the edge, feeling like I'm just gone, and these demonic things are gonna completely take over my brain. But I don't know. They got the National Guard and shooting homeless people, and then the new story about it. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh yeah. But they literally, it's witchcraft. It's straight up witchcraft. It's just lie, and then the evil spiritual things will do the rest of the work, I guess, is how it's going. But freaking, where am I going with this? Oh yeah, on the news with the National Guard, they're just and people are reporting they feel safer. They're not interviewing people on the street because there'd be some vocal, outspoken, righteous indignation. It's always loud and powerful, and freaking you get one of those guys versus 20 people on the street. Yeah, I think it's great, and then you get one guy who's just talking a whole lot of sense about this is just evil big government. And that would convince people. So they can't have actual fair and balanced. This is, it's they know they're setting out to be unfair and unbalanced, so they call themselves fair and balanced. And not to say anything Fox News. Fox News plays their game too. It's divide and conquer strategies. It's appear to be they have a term called the limited hangout, and they've just made a global limited hangout with their fake two-party system. I'm sure at some point it was a real two-party system, but now it's fake at the top. It's just selection of pedophile, blackmailable people to be president. But so a limited hangout is where they cop to a lesser crime, so they can show, oh yeah, we've stopped this crime, we've stopped this crime. But you're bioterrorists. Bioterrorists have gotten homeless people off the street. Okay. It's just oh, thanks, bioterrorist. No problem, and we killed your grandma. Hey. But anyway, this is the insanity that we've got here, I suppose. So I don't know what to do with any of it. Eh, none of that makes any sense to me. Call me King David, but like I fucking was walking around like I stepped on a snail and I was, it's like would ruin my whole day. Like, hey, I haven't fought anybody in my adult life. The last time I got into like an actual physical fight where I was retaliating was first grade. So, even if I had it in me, they've chemically lobotomied me, and I wouldn't have it in me. And plus, I would, lose horrifically anyway. So they are NATO after all. But anyway, this is the and they promise to kill me soon, every old day, any day, every day. They promise they do their death threats all day long for 16 years. I've been waiting for it every time I go for a walk at like 3 a.m. for years. It was okay now, but hey. So anyway, that's your government. That's the Freemason gang stalking. That's what they do. This is like again, they're doing it to like Frank Tufano. He's got a YouTube channel. He was talking a lot of health sense, and then all of a sudden they started attacking him. Like he noticed the cabal. They started attacking him. Just like someone like Patrice O'Neill noticed the cabal and dies at like 41 years old with diabetes. Like how many people does that happen to? I mean, it happens, but he happened to be talking about the cabal. People like Terrence Sheikhy that they assassinated, like clearly there's no way, like anybody with a brain. Slashed his forearms 12 times, slashed his jugular vein, ran across a field, shot himself in the head at a 45-degree downward angle. Like these guys are, and these are desperate people. Like desperate people are scary people. They know their crimes are massive. I keep telling them like they should go away, they should quit, they should stop. It's just the Nazis don't get to win forever. I've read a history book. Like people eventually get fed up with Nazis. But anyway, well, that's all that. That's all that in the mind control torture land. I can't make any sense of it. Hopefully somebody's got a sensible answer out there. I ain't got no sense left in my life. Get my guy killed here, man. No. But this is what I was doing when they came for me with their mind control psycho attack. I was playing video games all day and making fun of the world with my friend and watching TV all day. Hey, and then they came for me. And they came from my brain. It was a weird spiritual attack. It was a weird like hoodoo, like, wait, what's going on here? So yeah, anyway. I guess they can't believe that what they're raping from my brain is possible. like no, you know what happened. Like no, like all I know is like oblivion, death. I have no idea. Like nobody tells me anything. No, but you must know. Ra told us. Like oh okay. That was when it first started. I know it was fucked when they're like, oh, we know that that we're lying. I'm like, I didn't know you were lying. Like I knew you were dumb people. I knew like you were mean and like cold, but I thought you were greedy and stuff. I didn't realize you were like full blown psychopathic Nazis that I don't know worship demons or don't believe in demons. So you do things that demons tell you to do because you believe that there's no repercussions for anything. There's no actual evil, so you're allowed to do evil. I have no idea what they think, but year 16 of mind control torture. I got a neighbor down the street who ran my car, and I got another neighbor down the street who says my private conversations to the air when I walk by. Like they just gave him a new paint job on his Tesla. Like he's getting well paid for torturing me. He's had lots of like toy cars come and go from in his driveway. But you can't say anything either, just like, oh yeah, you're a crazy person. I say, like, no, nope. Like I was complaining that they're 5v1ing me in World of Warcraft. It's supposed to be a 3v3 solo shuffle. Like, you get a random teammate. I start complaining they're 5v1ing me. I walk by that guy at 1 a.m. He's like, enjoying the 5v1? Hey, so yeah, that's that goes on. All of that goes on somehow. None of it makes any sense to me. And I mean, it's, you know, it's an elaborate setup, I suppose. Like, they needed me bitter, they needed me angry for whatever reason. They wanted to fight. It's what they always do. It's what they did with 9/11. It's what they did with the. It's what they did with the Israeli hoax concert attack. Yeah, the same media knows that both are lies, but that same media wouldn't show one image of war for 15 years in Iraq. Like, not one image of the horrors of war, not one image of a soldier fucking up. And the day after they did their Israeli hoax concert attack, they're like, oh my god, look at these people, they're out of control. Like, the same exact media that covered it up, the same exact media that knows both were started with lies. That's all they do is target paint, make life shit. I don't know. I don't know what to do with any of it. I was very happy with life before they came destroying my life. I had a computer and I had a room. That was all I needed, and I was very happy. I had my best friend coming over every day, and that was it. But they infiltrated my life when I was 10 years old. I didn't know about it. Like, fucking. They had a guy marry into my family. And then when they started gang stalk torturing me, he's like, oh, he finally gets it? Does that mean I'm getting a mansion like this? And he painted like a giant mansion on his wall. And then he offered me sex with his son. Like, I don't want to get too fucking specific, but, you know, he's like, oh, you can have my son if you want. And like I was just like, whoa, I've got a fight on my hands. And I was like, your son's not good in a fight, is what I thought to myself. But so anyway, this is all this insanity. I don't know what to do with any of it. Hey. But also is what they do. They come here and they get a name from something I was thinking about for the day, and then they just hit it and hit it and hit it, and you just got to sit there and take it, because, like, what are you going to say? Who would believe you? The CIA is torturing me. Like, you know, they front-loaded that into, since they do mind control torture experiments, they front-loaded that into television shows and movies. That, you know, that's what the crazy people think. Like nobody ever thought that George Washington was putting voices in their head. Nobody ever thought that Abraham Lincoln was putting voices in their head. All of a sudden, in the 1950s, 1960s, the CIA starts doing MK Ultra mind control experiments, and psych wards, but it was top secret, like nobody knew. But psych wards filled up with people saying the government's putting voices in my head. Like, it became like a new condition. And that's what they did with radio waves 60 years ago. Like, now they have speed of light 5G right to your brain. Pew, pew. And they did COVID to mask it. They bioweapon attacked the planet so that their new AI mind rape toy would work better. Like, they killed 15 million people with COVID, and then, or is it 10? I don't know. And then probably maimed another 500 million for life. Some people heavily, some people not so bad, but still the quality of life's gone down. That's what you guys do. That's the CIA. This is the FBI. I mean, apparently the FBI doesn't want to be involved in this. They're innocent people. I mean, it's just like this is your job. This is actually your job. I'm doing your job right now. This is FBI is supposed to be on the news and say we found that there's a global terror cell. Hey. Anyway, but that was, I walked by apparently, I don't know, I walked by the one new neighbor's house. They're having the barbecue on the lawn, and why's he gotta say the FBI? That's literally what they said to the air. I've got no grasp for this. This is my insane foolishness. I apparently always believe that like good will win, and good is way better than me. So I assume like I'll be fine no matter what. This is how I think. These guys are. I don't know. They do any old evil to like what? like like you're hoping that like brain snakes win. Like what is their? I've been trying to figure it out. I mean, that the motivation I really haven't been trying to figure out, but I do try and figure it out sometimes. Like, end goal for mind controlling everybody. End goal for Nazi bioterrorism. I don't know. I have no idea. Traditionally, the Nazis lose. Traditionally, good wins. Seems to be. There used to be cannibals running around, and there were child sacrificers running around. Now they have to do it medically. You know, it's not. The world gets better apparently. So, whoever God is, or heaven, or whatever, I hopefully have some better handle than I just can't. Like again, I've been praying for 16 years. Like, God, this can't be going on. Like, what do you mean this? And I got no handle on it. I got no help. But anyway, I do go Mortal Kombat. I do this full all-out thing. At least it's not. What am I gonna do? Like you guys are just they're here every day. They're fucking cooking my brain, torturing me. Like I was tempered for a while. For a while, like right away when I figured out they were reading my thoughts, I was so scared about like, oh, they'll wind up in hell. I can't think the wrong thing, or they'll think the wrong thing. Like, yeah, I was like really tried to be like super fucking. But anyway, I have no idea what's going on. Don't like any of this. It makes me unhappy. Ruins my day. I'm not the tough guy that they hoped for, I guess, when they attacked me. Like they thought that they would have easy ports in the street or something. I don't know. You know, they were hoping that I would randomly like attack back when they attacked me. I have no idea. But they've been running their game on me for 16 years. Hey. The other game I was playing, freaking, it's so bad, and I'm like, how deep does this go? Play World of Warcraft, and they have like what was it, the Crystal of Insanity, and the symbol is like a guy's brain just like fried out. And, like that's how it feels. And I'm like, oh, like, how deep does this go? That there's this, but I mean, I'm sure that's just someone being artistic, but they fucked my mind good, so I can't really figure any of this out. Hey. But there are evil spiritual things, so be a good person, be good to people. There are very scary things out there. Apparently prayer doesn't help you very quickly. If it helps, I don't know, I'm sure it helps, but like, the good people pray. And then there's there's plenty of good people who don't pray who are just good people, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, that's all that. This is where it's like no fair to me. This is where I know, like, oh, who are you to say that? Like, if I really was King David, but like if gods are fighting, like, how come they're not over on cliffs over here and cliffs over there fighting? Like, hey, you guys need. I need God to fight for me. To be fair, I need some divine help here, but you know, like these guys waging their wars and using religion to rile people up, and in the most insincere possible way. Like, it's not like they think they've got a just cause. Like, they just know it's convenient. They're like, we just kill people. It's fun for us. Like, we do it and we giggle. I'm sure like, some of the people with consciences make, like, some sort of excuse, but I don't know. When I was in high school, just, and that was way back in the 80s, 90s, sorry, the 90s, like I had two Muslim friends in high school. They were both like super chill. I had, they're not the crazy people they make them out to be. Like every religion has zealots, but anyway, I don't know what to do with any of this. It's just me complaining. This is them poking me so I complain, I suppose, or poking me because they're bored, or like keep offering. Like I'm not offering. Like it's like I'm helpless. Like you guys got gunships, you got bombs, you got tanks, you got like you guys are threatening to kill me every day and torturing me every day. Like just like fucking put up then, put up or shut up. Like you have the logistics, you have the armies. Come kill me. I really don't care. I'll find out, I guess. Or not find out, because apparently I don't find out. All I know is I had a happy childhood, mostly, and a super happy life for like 5 years before they came for me. Hey, now everything's demons and mind control and torture and friggin'. I don't know what to do with any of it. But yeah. Are you happy, Mr. Negan? Is that what you're hoping for? Just like, oh, this'll take some heat off of us. Like, what are you hoping for? What's your goal with poking me? It's not like you're like standing in front of my house and like, yeah, it's me torturing you. It's quick. Drive by real quick and shout something from your car. I went in my garage and screamed one day, and then the next day in the street they ran, like the guy screaming like out of his car. Hey, that sort of thing. That's the sort of fun gang stalkery I get. There is a hidden cabal of psychopathic witchy people. It sounds hard to believe, but I've seen them. I've encountered them. It's when they first started, like the one woman with she had a pickup truck driving in front of me. I guess like they didn't want, I don't know. I have no idea who they didn't want to see, but it was a pickup truck built like a Hertz, and it had like the flag draped coffin with the flowers on top. Like, it was a clear like this is a coffin setup. And the woman like stopped long at the turn, and like hard glared with this weird like it was like witchy is the only way to describe it. This witchy scowl on her face, like looking at me like, I hadn't honked at her, I hadn't, like hurry up, lady, but like she just like did the death threat eyes. It's insane. Somehow this goes on. Somehow this is reality. Hey, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, maybe in a billion years it'll all be sorted out. I don't know. With the gang stalking's been endless all day, every day. Endless mind control, edge of death. I think it was, like the one day I thought to myself, they're flatlining me, like the movie. They're flatlining me to try and figure out where God is. Or how God saves people or something. Like they're trying to, like, trace God, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. Who could blame him, I suppose? Nobody wants to be helpless, right? But anyway. Where was I? Oh yeah, so then it was like the next week they were showing Flatliners on TV. Like it was like the synergy of, quick, he's thought about flatlining, and he thought about that movie. And I don't know, the mind control torture could just be injected both ways. So it was like the movie was gonna be on scheduled, and then. So they reminded me that I had thought about that. I don't know. I have no idea. It's confusing, the mind control torture. But again, since they've been spraying their chemtrails, I was saying 2.3 times higher, but apparently it's 370% higher is the other study that I found. Early onset dementia is up 370% since they began spraying chemtrails. Like the article obviously doesn't say since they began spraying chemtrails, but that's the window of when they started spraying chemtrails, when they started cooking our brains. Early onset dementia. Like, it's the most horrific thing possible. I've been experiencing it with them cooking out my brain. I watched my grandfather die with Alzheimer's, and it's, like in the day he was friendly, he'd come into the room and bring bananas, and 5 minutes later come bring bananas, and 5 minutes later like come offer everyone bananas. But at night in bed he like, please God take me now, please, like that was, he would just say it over and over, like, please God take me now. It's a horrific way to die. And they're just spraying that in the sky. They're just giving that to everybody, and then their childhood neurotoxin poisoning, like that's gonna have long-term effect. But that will contribute to more stuff like that. They're making a total dependent on their make billions of dollars medical industry by making people sick, and they're giving these dark forces, whatever they are, like all the room they could want to roam. So anyway, I don't know what to do with any of it. For my part, like I was a happy atheist, and then when I heard God, like not that I heard God, but you know, like when all the demonic stuff started happening, I was like, oh my God, there's a God. If there's demons, there's a God. Like this is gonna be great. I'm gonna ask God for help, and life is gonna be shiny. It didn't happen, sadly. But anyway. Seems like life is shiny when like people are good to each other. It seems like, but this shirt right here, I'm not equipped for it. I got no answers for it. The answers that I read in books I don't like. I don't know what to do with any of it. Like I don't know. Like I don't know if they're innocent victims and they're just got demon brain bugged when they were children, or like I know among them, I'm sure there's plenty of people like those FBI people. Like, why does he say FBI? But again, it's your fucking job. Like I've got a friend who's in year 3 or 4 of being scammed by people. They have her convinced that Tom Selleck's gonna come to her house. Like she's sending them money every month. She's got the poorest house in my neighborhood. Like she's got plants growing through her wall, right? Like she's the most in need person around here that I know of. And she's been getting scammed for 3 years, and that's the FBI's job, is to stop, like, you know, interstate, international scammers. But they're not. Their job now is to fake school shootings. Their job now is to cover for bioterrorists. Their job now is to make sure that, you know, like it's just like people are like, oh yeah, we pay the FBI and they're noble, valiant people, and they make sure that no, they're faking school shootings, and they think that makes people safer because they have a temporary effect, but it makes people have like ideations of violence. It makes kids scared, nervous, nihilistic. Nihilistic people are more likely to become drug users. It's just like the knock-on effect of for evil that of making everyone's life suck. I don't know. Anyway, that's my estimation of it all. I don't know what else to think about it. But anyway, that's all that. So all news is faked. Your government's bioterrorists. They poison 9,000 babies a day. They poison the food. They poison water. They poison medicine with neurotoxins. I've always had a good nose. As stupid as that sounds, but like I recognized the smell after I was done smoking the bowl of weed that was laced with Raid. It wasn't Raid, but it was like the Ortho. Like that was the sense that, you know, we were young and stupid and like just that desperate that like, oh, this is the only weed we got. Like it was really hard to get weed back in the day. Like I'll finish smoking it. So that had Ortho on it. And it felt like my brain was swimming inside my head, like Ortho bug killer. It's like that bug killer stuff that they're putting on all your food every day. Like you're just getting a little bit, just getting a little bit, just getting a little bit. It's the same thing with the FDA's whatchamacallit, safe recommended daily dose of fluoride is met with 4 glasses of water a day. And then when they come up with those safe daily guides, like they can't have done like a 50-year experiment, right? But like, so for one, so, you know, like, oh, if you don't have fluoride poisoning if you had an industrial accident and you got this much fluoride in you, right? But 4 glasses of water does that one day, next day, next day, next day, next day, next day, next day. It just builds up in you. But they were recommending, like they were telling everybody they got out of bed. They don't get out of bed to do much stuff without a purpose, and they all got out of bed to say, You should drink 8 glasses of water a day. Like put some more of this shit in you. Crazy but true. If you don't know the story of fluoride, fluoride started off being put into water because it was industrial waste that they didn't know what to do with, and luckily they had the story of, they had one anecdote from one small town that's never been like fully studied, that the people had better teeth because there was high fluoride in the water. Like I would rather have my brain than my teeth, Like I would rather my teeth rot out of my head, and brushing your teeth with fluoride is incredibly different than brushing your teeth with fluoride is incredibly different than drinking it, right? Like if you're drinking it, it's just like passing by your teeth. Like it's not like it goes into your nervous system, or sorry, it goes into your body, into your bloodstream, and then coats your teeth. Like there's no mechanism for that. Like it's just passing by. So like there's not really doing it. I have my friend like was scared as shit. Like his doctor was giving his kid fluoride pills. Like just the shit that goes on, the insane shit. Nobody checks into this either. I had my dentist tell me that, oh, it's parts per million in mercury filling. And he wanted to give me a new mercury filling in like it was like 2017, 2016. Like the science was already in, but he was still pushing it. And he was like, oh, it's only parts per million. Like he's like, oh, I'm so smart, I know everything. Like like one drop of water has like 1 trillion parts in it. So like parts per million become significant, especially because your body filters for it. Your body doesn't filter it out. Your body grabs onto the neurotoxin and says, oh, just deposit that right here in the brain. So like your body's letting all the water pass through, and then the heavy metal stays behind. So it's not a proper parts per million. Anyway, stuff like that goes on, nobody pays attention. People think that the people who say that it's their job to watchdog this stuff would watchdog this stuff, but they actually work for evil cabals that purposely make people sick and purposely want everyone poisoned, so they like get stuff wrong on purpose. Again, like with the margarine, the story of the YouTube, like the YouTube journalists are the only journalists doing any actual work. The woman called a margarine researcher and said, why'd you stop doing your research? And he said, I got a call from Big Margarine. Like, he got a death threat from the people who work in margarine. And I'm sure, the way they go is probably like your son Timmy sure did hit a lot of home runs at softball or baseball practice yesterday. Like, make sure you stop looking into margarine, something like that. Like something just ominous, and because that's what they do. That's been my experience with them. So anyway, well, that's your government. That's what goes on out here. Hey. Otherwise, I'm sure they're happy, pleasant people who are fun at parties, and I don't know what to think about it. Again, year 16 of torture. Nobody told me any of this was coming. Nobody said, hey, prepare yourself for the Nazis. And they, like, I can't believe that I'm alive. That makes no sense to me either. Been expecting to get killed here for a minute. But so anyway, all that stuff goes on. I don't know what to do with any of it. I'm just happily grinding away in video games every day. And they gotta come, and they gotta show up, and they gotta be here. And they gotta poke me and poke me and poke me. Like they wanna, I don't know. They just don't want to get that their crimes are crimes. Like, I'm sure they're actually psychotic. Like the other day, it was so much like, I forget what I knew that was gonna set them off, but when they came with their kids, like it literally was like the movie Dogma. It literally was like the hockey playing kids in the movie Dogma, or it literally was like the Lost Boys movie. Like, it was just like, just like full on psychopath. And I don't know what to do with any of it. Hey. So that's all that. I got no solution for it. I don't know. try to, like, you know, like, I get that there's reasonable people. Like, at first, when they're just like, holy shit, all of these people, all of the, I get that there's like semi-reasonable people, and I'm sure people who feel helpless and stuff, but I don't know what to do with it. Like, it's just every day, more shit, more like, now we're blaming homeless people. Now we're blaming poor dirt farmers. Like the opposite, like the bioterrorists that did 9/11 are telling you that homeless people are a problem for your country. The bioterrorists that did 9/11 are telling you that Mexican dirt farmers who walked north for a better life are the biggest threat to humanity, and then they start faking news to line up with their, their agenda. Anyway, what are you gonna do? This is all, I've just been complaining about it. Like, to me, it's impossible. Like, when this started, I was like, okay, an FBI guy is about to show up. Okay, a CIA, like someone just saw what happened. There's like weird witchy people haunting me in a video game, and all these people are paying attention to it. Like, I was so sure that like I was gonna get pulled over, and it was gonna be like, FBI, we need to talk to you. What was going on there? I was like, I don't know. Fucking, I thought that they were like people who like did the jobs that they say they do. I didn't realize they were a Nazi cabal of evil people. I'm sorry. Brain hollowed out people, like people doing shit that you shouldn't do. Shit that if people knew what you did, like they would, there would be pitchforks, and there would be. Hey, you guys. I mean, don't let the demonic stuff build up fantasies in your head about what would happen. But I'm just saying, like people would be very upset. But and then that's the fucked up thing, is maybe they wouldn't, like they've cooked people's brains out to the point of, and plus the world's become so civilized that like nobody would. But anyway, that's me ranting. I gotta take a break from this. Hey.